The weekend.
Weekend Boost.
Good morning. Yes,
morning.
You are watching the Weekend Boost on KUHS The Stream. I am your host, Paul Lane. I'm so humbly grateful to have you joining us today. I have a wonderful guest today. He's a very dear friend of mine. He's an international music star. Beto Terrazas, he's like the Elvis Presley in Mexico.
Yeah.
And before we get started, I've been so excited to have Beto on this show. But before we get started, I just want to talk about some of our past guests. As you know, I advocate for Calma, is the Colorado edition of Latino Mentors and Authors. And Calma has a group of authors that I love to feature and I love to talk about. Of course, Albert Quintana. He ran the Weekend Boost before I took it over, and Albert Quintana has written several books, No More Green Chili. Albert is getting ready to release another one of his new works, and I'm really excited about that. Manuel Ramos wrote Angels in the Wind, the first Latino author that was inducted into the Colorado Authors Hall of Fame, a fiction book based here in Denver, and so a very, very interesting book. Love and Legacy, Amor Eterno. Kimberly Sanchez wrote this book. Fantastic historical fiction novel, but very, very well researched, very well put together. I'll tell you, this book will put you exactly in the spot. Very interesting, very good read. Last week we had on our last show we had David Ronquillo, Make It Go Away, also wrote a mystery, and this was a very, very interesting read. So any of these books, if you're interested in finding them, you can find them through the station. And the last is I am the author of The Caregiver's Handbook, a self-help love story. All of these books are available here at the station, and please do feel free to reach out if you are interested in getting a book. And with that, we are going to go ahead and get started. Beto, thank you so much for being here with us.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone. I was going to send the system to get into the to one of my brothers-in-law, but thank you for inviting me. What do you want? Sports, gossip?
We're going to go all the way.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you very much. I'm glad that I'm with you, so I can tell you all my reminders how to get to fight, how to fight in life, even though I'm fighting cancer. So my mama tell me, Beto, put a cap. I said, no, I'm going to go like that so people can know what chemo do to you.
Yes.
So I'm losing my hair, but still a little bit in the side. So
you still have some devil.
Yeah.
The music area is still on a time.
Got it. Sorry about that, folks. Turn that other music all the way down. There we go.
Yes, sir.
So you are right now on chemo.
Yes.
You've been on chemo for some time.
Yeah, they told me that this last Monday they give me the last chemotherapy, and they're going to see if my liver is my tumor in the liver is shrinked, so I will get operated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can't tell you how long it's going to take, but the doctor is going to tell me, what, you're ready, you're not ready, I'm going to give you a month, 2 months, whatever. I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still fighting.
Beto has faced a lot of challenges in his life. You grew up in Mexico?
Yes, sir.
And where did you grow up in Mexico?
Juarez.
Juarez. But by the way, if you feel like you want to translate in Spanish anytime during the show, I welcome that, man.
Muy bien. Perfecto, muy bien.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. 10 kids, no dad, no father.
Mm-hmm.
My mom used to have 2 jobs, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, so she can, accomplish some bread and beans.
Mm-hmm. You got a cardboard house with dirt floors.
Yes.
Yes, we were talking on the way here. And, wow.
No heater, little stove, some invention that somebody makes with petroleum. No.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it smells so bad when you turn it on, but that's how we used to cook our food. So I mean, it was tough, really tough. I mean, amazingly tough. Because imagine 10 kids
Wow.
with no beds. I mean, sleeping on the floor I mean, with pure sand, you know. And then at that time, my mom, she bought a little lot, and out of the city and the mountains, you know. So we went, and it was 3 houses. We got there, we accomplished to make, you know, that little cardboard house, and you know, we lived like that for a while until I came home. I left my grandma because I raised with my grandma. So I came home. I said it's time to help my mom, you know, and we did. We kind of, you know, take our little siblings, you know, in a better estate. Yeah.
You built a house for her with 4 walls. It was a room. Started out as a room.
Yeah. Yeah. I to tell you the truth, I mean, it's a long story. I'm gonna make a little. Yeah. I started working, doing. Ask me.
You've told me so many stories of things you've done to find money and as a kid.
Yeah. Washing dishes, washing windows, washing cars. I mean, doing everything. Everything.
Yes.
Making bread, shoes.
Yeah.
Everything.
Termite mound. You know.
Singing and the bosses. You know. Yeah.
So, when did you discover music?
You know, that's a good question. It was a little lady. We came like this. I mean, friends. She was blind. Her name was Rosita Villalpando. She's the one that teach me how to play the guitar. That's when I start playing. I like it. I love it. You know, it was in my blood, and I start really young. I think I was 13 years old when I started playing guitar. Basics, you know, nothing heavy, nothing amazing, just a few chords. And then I start singing. And well, my mom told me a story that when I was 5 years old, that neighbors come to the house to hear me sing.
Wow.
So I was 5 years old. I know one song. I knew one song, and I was scared because, I mean, my mom used to tell me, "Why you don't sing? I mean, this people came from their house to hear you sing. Why you don't want to sing?" I was crying because my mom used to put me on top of that well, and I just to look down, you know, and the woods were old. It was really old. I mean, that wood was old, so I was really scared. Now, when she changed me to a chair, that was different, you know. She put me in the chair, and then I start singing.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, it was, she says that I used to sing really, really in tune, and, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you have good pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So.
And you studied a lot of music. You know, you told me you read a lot of books, and you really wanted to learn about. I remember the first time we met, and you told us how you studied the way the song was written and the story was told, and so your songs are very unique. The words, the music, the harmony, the tune, everything is very unique in your style.
Well, when I was 15, no, I'm lying. No. I started when I was 17. Not professional, you know, but singing in a band, playing drums, playing bajo sexto, playing bass, you know. But I got into the music because I wanted to learn how, you know, the factors of music. So I start going into a school to learn solfeo, vocalización, dicción, sostenimiento de nota, you know, vibrations, all that you need
really,
to sing, you know. And then I start getting into the point of learning what was the how do you say lo escondido de la música. what's hiding from music.
Ah, the secret.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because you have to know a lot. You have
Mhm.
to, I mean, after you know how to sing, you have to know the secrets of music.
Mhm.
One
Mhm.
note. Because let me tell you as an example, I don't like like ¿cómo se dice? Tonos. What I like is tonos mayores. I don't like disminuidos.
Mm.
You know, this is a major note.
Mhm. Mhm.
But then if you go like hold on, do re mi. Oh, sorry, my fingers are numbed. It don't sound good.
Mm.
Notas mayores me gustan mucho, los tonos mayores, the major notes.
Yes.
I love major notes.
Ah, okay. So it's really basic. It's really simple.
Yeah, that I don't like that. I don't like that.
Mhm. Mhm.
No, I like majors.
Okay.
So I think a major note makes a lot of differences.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has more impact. It has more of a
it's pure.
voice.
It's pure. It's clean.
It's pure. Yes. And one day you started writing music.
When I learned that music has metáforas, poesía, metaphors,
Oh, yes, yes.
poesía.
Mhm.
Una canción tiene que ser bien cuadrada. It needs to be in a position of you can make a song corrida, balseada, and the same lyrics,
Mhm.
but then you can make it even salsa. That's when a
Mhm.
good song está bien escrita y bien cuadrada.
Mhm. So you can really do a lot more. You can make this song into this song, basically. Simple.
Exactly. I mean, you can if a song is written with all the how to say la cuadratura que tiene que tener una canción,
Mhm.
the squareness that song have to have, you can convert it
Mhm.
into many. I mean, balseada, corrida,
Oh, I remember.
salsa, the same song. You can
You
do
put a little bit of a
anything.
different beat on it, and that whole song is a different.
Same song.
Yes.
But if it's good song,
Mhm.
if it's square, like I mean, you can make it any more you want.
Mm. Mm.
When the song is descuadrado, you can't do nothing
Mhm.
because the lyrics, I mean, they're not square.
Mhm.
I call it quadra. I mean, I'm sorry, musicians. They probably say, "Eso está pendejo." I'm from the ranch. I learned a lot about music. My senses,
Mhm.
A lot of musicians call me and says, "Beto, can you refer the song to me?"
Mhm.
And I have that ability to. That's the sixth sense that
Yes.
I have in music.
Yes.
Because there's a proof when I record these songs, with Montes, that was a big hit.
Mhm.
Esa de adiós, adiós, amor, adiós, mi amor, te vas. Adiós, amor, que seas feliz de más. That was a big hit.
Mhm.
And the other one is hacen hacen bonita pareja y los dos se ven muy bien y me digo sollozando lástima que es mi mujer. Those two were Grammys.
Yes, and you wrote those songs.
No,
Oh.
they belong to Juan Gabriel. I mean, an amazing singer
Mhm.
and composer.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Now you have written some, at least one song that's gotten a Grammy, for someone else, eh?
No, you know what I do? It's amazing, because my songs I write, but for me, for me.
I see.
You know, when I give a musician a song, like I give many songs of mine, you know, that um, I, I respect the lyrics, you know, but I never became, I never came with a song that I don't know. It's the way I think, you know. I wish I can make an amazing song, you know, like that Vive. I think that's whoever made that song. It was Napoleon. He deserved 1,000 Grammys because he, you know, what I have is the sense to give you a song because I know your voice, the matiz of your voice,
The style.
the style of your voice, blah blah blah, and then I say, man, this song is for him. So I tell you, you know what, record that song and you'll hit it. That's why I have. And many bands, they call me and says, Beto, even I can say Jose Luis Terrazas from Montes de Durango, I gave him a lot of hits.
Now you have, how many albums do you have?
I don't remember.
I know I have done some research. You had done at least 10. You were on 10
Oh
albums.
yeah.
At least 10, yeah.
Probably a little bit more than that, but.
And you've performed with many different bands and many different orchestra, many different places all over the country, all over the world.
Coast
Not
to
just
coast.
the United States, but Mexico,
Yeah.
and overseas too.
Coast to coast.
Yes.
First, when I start, I record this song. It's called the Eyes of. Hold on. The Muñeca Ojos de Miel. The Doll of Honey Eyes. Es que el amor es así, 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 ay debes llorar. That was a hit. That was a Liz album, and the other one was with the duet with Natalia Jimenez. That she's a big star now. I mean, she's a good singer, great singer from Spain.
Yes, you talked about her. And you had a really good experience recording with her.
Yeah, I remember, man, they give us a song, unisono. 2 songs, one low, one up, but the same note. I don't know if you get
One
it
octave
there.
above.
Not contraltas, not second voice, you know, beautiful chorus.
Yes.
No, just una octava. Like me here, she's here, but I'm low and she's high, and the same note.
Yes.
And I say, because I was with Sony BMG, and I told him, hey, I need something else. I need, please give me that song so I can convert her, you know. So I called her and she told me, hola, ¿qué tal? Because in Spain they buy their tongue.
Yeah.
Bueno, ¿con qué le hablo? Perdón, ¿quién es? Soy Beto Terrazas, you know, I'm from Sony BMG, we are in the same company. Oh, hola, ¿cómo está, Fe? Gracias. Soy Natalia Jiménez, ¿qué quieres? ¿Qué te pasa? No, le digo, I record a song. I'm calling you because I want to fix this song. So we work hard. You know, Natalia, this is your second voice. Please do it like this. This is my first voice. You know, you are high, I'm low, but let's make this a melody. You know, una melodía bonita, beautiful melody. So we came with El Sol No Regresa. The sun never comes back. Hace días perdí en alguna cantina la mitad de mi alma más el 15 de propina. That's you know.
Beautiful.
So we accomplished that. I mean, and I remember a phrase that she told me. Alberto, sigue con esa. Dice, ¿cómo dice? Me dice, Alberto, sigue así de paje. que ya me está gustando lo duranguense. It was a style in those last decade.
Mhm.
Decade.
Decade, yeah.
Decade. It was a fusion of music that is called duranguense.
Yes.
It makes, I mean, it came and every band was duranguense. So it made a big revolution. And
Wow.
that's why, por eso se amparó mucho Montes de Durango, you know.
Mhm, mhm.
En este caso, those guys, they came with that fusion of music, and oh man, it was a revolution.
It changed the whole industry.
Oh, 30, 50,000 people in front of us.
Wow. So you've sang in front of some big audiences.
Oh, yeah.
You had 100,000 people in one audience at one time.
In Dallas, Texas, yeah.
Man. You know, I got to tell you, I had some sewer work done this summer, and the guy was there, a Mexicano guy. I said, hey, you know, Beto Terrazas? He goes, oh, yeah, he's from Chicago. He said, I see him 2 times. And a lot of
Yeah.
people know who you are. They really love you. I mean, they really love you. And that's one of the big reasons I wanted to have you here.
Thank you.
So you've played with a lot of bands. I imagine you've had a lot of problems in music with musicians and with the industry, or...
Yeah, some musicians, and this is a message to all the musicians. You don't need
Politics.
politics.
Mhm.
You don't need politics in top of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
because this is a circus.
Mm-hmm.
You're a clown.
Mm.
You have to make people laugh. You have to make people happy.
Mhm.
That's what music is for.
Mhm.
And many musicians don't understand that. They think they're the artist.
Mhm.
You know, you're the main singer, but they think they are the better than you.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
and also the payments, you pay them good, and then they call you. They tell you, you know what, I'm dying of hunger.
Mhm.
You know, that happened to me one time when one of my musicians called. You know what, Beto, I'm dying of hunger in front of his mother-in-law. His mother-in-law worked doing taxes, and she called me and she sent me big message. You know, he called me wetbag, you know, blah blah blah,
Mm-hmm.
son of a biscuit, whatever. But she don't know that her little son-in-law, I mean, his beloved son-in-law,
Yes.
he was spending money over there with other girls,
Mm-hmm.
you know, eating the best foods and you know, that they can eat, and
Mhm.
spending money like crazy.
Mm.
And then they come home, they have kids, and they don't provide for the kids.
Mm.
But she don't understand that. She
Mhm.
just say, you know what, I can, te puedo hundir, you son of a biscuit, you know, blah, 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 and what back. But she don't stop and think. She don't stop and think that
Mhm.
I pay good
Mhm.
because I'm a man, Paul, that I take my bread out of my mouth to give it to somebody
Oh,
else,
I
you
see.
know?
I know that. I know you.
I'm not an evil person.
Mhm.
I'm very humble. I'm always been. All the money that I earn, I give it to my musicians.
I know. I believe you. You've told me stories of the of the band that they don't pay you any money, and you're barely surviving.
Yeah.
So a lot of musicians, bands do that with their musicians. They pay very little, and the promoters and the head of the bands get a lot of money, and so it's a very
The crocodiles.
The crocodiles, yes, yes.
They
Yes.
don't care about their musicians. I mean, they treat them bad.
Mhm.
They treat them ugly. They pay them bad. You know.
Mhm.
Not me. I mean, money comes and go. You know. I don't have the heart to leave a musician out of money,
Mhm.
knowing that they have family, kids. You know that they're gonna probably be hungry if you don't
Mm.
if they don't take money home. You know.
Mhm.
Es la manera que yo pienso. You know. That's the way I think.
Mhm.
I love kids. Little kids are my life.
Mhm.
And I picture coming home with $30, $50. What do you do with $30, $50?
Mhm.
I mean, nothing. No. I just pay them good. I used to be without money.
So
Sometimes.
they could eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I started, it was hard. And then it became Muñeca de Ojos de Miel, that song the doll of Honey Eyes, and then El Sol No Regresa, the songs that, because you need time for people to know you, even though
Oh, sure.
if you sing, if you have many hits, I mean, going around United States, people have to know you, who you are.
Yes.
Oh, you know.
Yes.
And then you have to go all around, and then people there start knowing you. That was happened to me.
Yes.
Because I went one time, you know, and very little, you know, mediocre. But then I went again, and then that's when people started like knowing me and ¿cómo se dice? Apoyarme, you know. So that's when I started making good money to survive.
And you've been on stage and men faint, women cry, and men cry when they see you, and you're this man, and it has to be very overwhelming to see somebody so emotionally touched by your song, by your music.
Oh yeah, you suffer, you want to throw up.
Yeah.
You want to cry, a knot in your throat. You want to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things that happen to you on the stage. But I mean, you see people crying, screaming for you, and then you stop thinking, what the hell? I'm just singing, you know.
Yeah.
You're meat and bones.
Yes.
You know, but no, you're nothing else. But no, you're not a god. You're not nothing.
Yes.
But that's the strange of music. Eso es lo extraño de la música.
Yes, it moves people in a way that politics cannot, that work cannot, that family cannot. But when you're in the music, it's like everything else is gone, and you're solito con la música.
Sí. Then, you know, the eyes of the people, straight at you, man. I'm looking at you, just waiting to hear that song, that hit song, you know. So, man. I record a song that it's called Te Voy a Esperar. That's my favorite one.
The one you sang for us when we were seeing you.
Empiezo a sentir ese frío en mis manos y mi voz se quiebra. La luz agoniza y mi mundo se queda otra vez en tinieblas.
Yeah.
Oh, quisiera que no te fueras más. Tengo temor a la vida si no estás. Anda, no saques mi llanto y vete ya. Regresa muy pronto, te voy a esperar. Oh man, I love that song. That song, Barco Antonio Solis wrote it, so it became one of my favorite songs. To sing in the stage and you know, to interpret it with people.
Yes.
That makes me cry. Yeah.
Folks, if you're just joining us, you're watching the Weekend Boost on KUHS The Stream on Melody Drive. I am your host, Paul Lane, and my guest, Beto Terrazas, is a very dear friend of Dee and me. By the way, Dee, happy anniversary. I love you, baby. Just want to throw that in if you're watching. And if you're not, I'll tell you when I get home. You know, when we were out visiting you, you actually played a recording of a song that you wrote for your primo. His mother and father died, and his mother died one day, and his father died the next day, yo creo?
No, they died the same day.
The same day.
Same day.
Your tío and tía died the same day. And so your primo was, triste. And you were sitting in the truck and playing the song for him, and he just cried and cried all through the song. And
I regret that. I regret that because the song talks about I lost my mom. I remember my father. He was a good big rooster, you know,
Yes.
amazing rooster, you know, un gallo.
Sí.
I remember when my mom used to get the chanclas, you know, and used to make them weapons, you know. I regret that, Paul. I regret that because I say, primo, but I realized that he cried.
He was
He
releasing.
he released his sentimental
Yes.
whatever he had inside.
Yes.
But that's serious song. I mean, that's
Mhm.
I don't remember the lyrics now, but because I make it and I send it to him, Primo, desahógese.
Mm-hmm.
Desahógese means let it out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let everything out. Como desafortunadamente, Paul, he got killed
Mm.
a weekend later.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So terrible.
terrible. I mean, that's. I mean, everybody got. I mean, stunned. You know,
Mm.
porque su padre y su madre murieron. His
Mhm.
father and mother died
Mhm.
same day, and then he got killed next week.
Wow.
But you know what? Let me tell you the amazing of this. He told me, you know what, Primo, I want to die.
Mm-hmm.
I want to die.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go with my mom and dad.
Soy cansado.
No, not the pain,
The Lord,
ugly.
the pain, yes.
I mean, he don't want to live no more. I mean,
Mhm.
his pain was so horrible that he says, you know what, I want to die.
Wow.
So he got killed.
Wow. Yeah, I think you have to have a will to live.
Oh, yeah, a weekend later.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
and I make a corrido from the guy that killed him
Mm-hmm.
because they used to call them ojos de coyote,
They did, huh?
eyes of a coyote, coyote.
Mm-hmm.
So I make a song.
Ojos de coyote.
See, and he had a lot of daughters and sons, and I talked to them. I say, you know what? You want me to record the song, so I can keep so you remember Daddy, and they don't like it because this part is amazing because they tell me, you know what? You're putting the killer
The star.
as a star.
Estrella. Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Yes, I understand.
Hey, but he got killed by him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to lie. I don't want to write something that is not true.
Right. It happened.
As
It's
many,
not about-
as many songs, you know, that people write and based on something, and then they write nothing that is truth. It's
Mhm.
okay.
Mhm.
It's okay, you know. I mean, they make a hero out of lizard.
Yes, yes.
You know.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he could be a very bad man, and they make him.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they like, it's okay, it's fine. But not me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't want to write something that is not true.
Mm-hmm. When you were growing up, you had to be very creative. I mean, you've told me stories of you would go buy apples and go sell the apples, or you would go into Juarez and you would just have so many. I think you had a beautiful life as a child. You know, I know that you had a lot of challenges, but through it all, you always were very. You seemed like you had a good head on your shoulders for a young man. And you when you discovered music, all that was not important anymore. The music was really special for you.
Exactly. Yeah. Music is la música es un arraigo fuerte. I know many musicians, and they go to their house and their wives are tired of you being a musician. So they come to your face and say, the music or me or your family. And even a widow player says, you know what, my music, the hell with you. You know, they leave their beautiful wives for the music.
Yes.
Many.
Yes.
I know many of them. And music is like that. I mean, you know.
And you've been with Ruby, married with Ruby for how long?
42 years.
42 years. So Beto and his wife are very dear friends of Dee and me, and so we've been just so fortunate to have met you. And you guys travel 12 hours to Denver for your chemotherapy every month, and you actually live in New Mexico. And so how is that's got to be a big challenge for you to do that long drive and then come here and then drive all the way back again. But you do it.
I mean, 3 weeks ago, I was really, 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 really sick.
Yes, you
I
were.
got sick. I went to the hospital 2 times, and that's not sickness of that. He's going to die of cancer. No, the chemotherapy is really, really, it's a medicine that, oh man, one day you're okay, the other day you're dying.
Yes.
Because
yes.
there's poison in your body. But what I do, this is a message for everybody. What I do is, I mean, sometimes I can't get up.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes my mind says, get up and walk, and I can.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's okay. But tell somebody to help you and go walk.
Yes.
Go breathe the air. Go to the river. Go to healthy environment,
Mm-hmm.
and breathe that air and walk a little bit.
Yes.
Not too much, because I know I walk too much and I'm ahogándome, choking. Take me back, But you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let cancer win you.
That's right. That's
Because there's somebody between us that is a God, a mighty God,
Mm-hmm.
that he can help you. If you have faith, sometimes I hear people, I seen people with me, because we are like 12 guys.
Mm-hmm.
I received 12 medicines Monday. 12.
That's not even the chemo.
No.
Mm-hmm.
12 different medicines, because they have to stabilize your blood, your white cells, red cells, blah 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 blah. They
Absolutely.
have to put you strong.
Perfect. You have to be perfect, ready for at least
Exactly.
for.
And then it comes the chemotherapy.
Mm.
They hang a little backpack in my back with a full of chemotherapy.
Yes.
And then I have to have it for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 1 o'clock.
Mm.
They take it off.
Mm.
But then, chemotherapy is horrible. It's terrible medicine. But it's okay. I mean, as long as it works and as long as you're alive,
Yes.
it's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
And the pills are so expensive.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
Paul. I mean,
And that's another show, because I have some really strong feelings about healthcare in America, and how important it is for everybody to get healthcare, and you're very fortunate to have access to that, and so we're very fortunate.
A lot of Mexicans don't know about help, even though they have they're legal
Mm-hmm.
here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
But what I recommend, if you're passing through this, what I recommend is to look for somebody that can tell you per minors about the care that you can receive.
Mm-hmm.
And this country is so amazing, so helpful. I mean, ¿cómo se dice? Te garantizan una ayuda. They guarantee.
They help you.
They guarantee help.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if I mess up
That's okay.
in my words. Este es un This is a country that no te deja abajo. It don't leave you down.
Mm.
It don't step on you.
Mm.
It help you.
Mm.
So if you're legal, I recommend you to go to somebody, learn about the help that can give you, because I'm receiving my insurance. Not all of it. That's why it's a lot of co-pays.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have friends, we have friends, and thank to friends, Paul. Thank you, friends. Everybody. I mean, I don't want to say any names, because I left one and he's gonna feel ugly.
Yeah.
You don't say my name, you son of a gun. But thank you. I mean, I'm so grateful,
Mm-hmm.
agradecido,
Mm-hmm.
grateful.
Mm-hmm. Gratitude, yeah.
Yo le agradezco mucho, les agradezco mucho a esa gente hermosa que, without sin ningún pero, you know, sin ningún pero, with no buts. Oh, but,
Okay.
but.
Yeah, I can help you, but I would help you, but yeah.
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 Sin peros. Me han ayudado.
Mm.
Me han ayudado. I've been receiving a lot of help from a lot of people. And, I mean, la gente te ayuda. La gente te ayuda. Para gasolina, para gastos de un copay, lo que sea, you know.
Mhm.
Y ahorita, básicamente, pues cuando te enfermas, dejas de trabajar.
Mm.
Mi esposa dejó de trabajar, you know. He quit her job
Yes.
to take care of me.
Yes.
And I quit my job to, you know, to do what's benefit for me.
Mhm.
Pero, como te digo, la gente te ayuda. La gente cuando te ve tirada, hay mucha gente que sin peros, sin ningún, sin ninguna, ¿cómo se dice? Ahorita me acuerdo. Te ayudan. Porque hay mucha gente, Paul, like me. Oh, ¿dónde está? He's rich.
Mhm.
He's rich. Why he's asking for money?
Yes, yes.
Que no mame. That's a bad word.
Mm.
They tell me that. Que no mame. I mean, I got into that second step in music.
Mhm.
And not just to make money.
Mhm.
I just to make money.
Mhm.
Paul. Pero una de las cosas, I just to pay good money. It was eight band players.
Mhm.
I mean, some of them, I think $600, $700, $1,000, you know,
Mhm.
to take care of them. To take care of them. Expenses of motels, foods,
Mhm.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Mhm.
Expenses of motels if you're in the road.
Oh, it's a lot.
Oh,
Mhm.
let me tell you, I mean, the weekend, motels, I mean, diesels. Yeah, just to make money. But how much money?
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
if I was, and I wish I would have, I mean, no sé si me consagré. I don't know if I got consagrado in the music business. Consagrado means when you're Beto Terrazas and you're Beto Terrazas forever.
Yes, yes.
And the third escalón, you know, then that's when you can make money.
Mhm.
Cuando eres famoso tototote.
Oh, sí.
Mi fama fue en el segundo escalón. People don't realize that.
Mhm.
You know, you make money, but not like hundreds.
Not like you think. Not like people think.
You make suppose $10,000 a week. You have to pay the musicians.
Right. You
What
got to
is
pay
it?
the expenses of eating, the hotel, the travel, the gas.
Exactamente.
Los todo.
So whoever say no mames, that's not for me, buddy. Because and then they say, well, ¿por qué no le ayuda a Montes de Durango? Montes de Durango, they help me a lot.
Mhm.
They help me, but see, that's not their responsibility.
Right.
It's not their responsibility. Even if I'm a singer, I'm a member of the band,
Mhm.
pero no son. They're not my mom and dad.
Right.
Yeah, they help me. Big
Amigos
time.
nomás.
Somos amigos.
Mhm.
El negocio de ellos es, the business is their business.
Mhm.
I'm a singer. They pay me to do my job, and they pay me good.
Mhm.
But from there, you know, yeah, Beto, ¿qué necesita, amigo? What do you need, friend?
Mhm.
I tell them, and they respond.
Mhm.
So, you know.
So right before you got sick, you were on tour. You had just gotten back on a tour, and you had played in Chicago. I think you played in Tennessee también.
Well, we went to Miami.
Miami.
First. When Jose Luis Terrazas called me, we went. I remember we went. Our first concert was in Miami. If I remember it. And I feel good.
Mhm.
I feel good.
Mhm.
That's why. Well, I'm going to say this to a lot of people, people, when you get 50, go for the colonoscopy. You know, please,
Yes.
go.
Say that in Spanish too.
Amigos, cuando ustedes cumplan 50 años, vayan por una colonoscopía, por favor. Because yo, I live 57, I'm 57, and that sickness is silence. Until my intestine went completely rotten, half of my stomach rotten of cancer. That's when it hits me, you know. I have, man, I asked God for to take me with the pain that I
Wow.
got.
Wow.
And in top of the stage, singing.
While you were on stage.
I was singing.
Man.
Oh man, I want to die. I want to die. I asked God for to take me. When I was coming home, He didn't take me. So right now I'm so glad. Estoy muy agradecido con Dios que me está dando esta oportunidad. That is giving me this opportunity, you know, to keep on going.
Well, I'm very happy that you're here. I'm very happy, and I know
Thank you.
know Dee is very happy, you know, and I'm sure Ruby is very happy, and your mama.
Oh yeah. And
So
I
you-
thank you so much. I thank you so much for this chance to. I think estos programas, Paul, this program, te digo una cosa seria, son buenos, muy buenos, porque me has dejado hablar, me has dejado desahogarme, you know, you let me talk,
Yes.
and you let me spit all my feelings,
Yes.
and that's so good. Thank
Yes.
you. I thank you for that.
You know, one of the things I always like to ask my guest, and you mentioned it a little bit, is gratitude. And I believe that really one of the keys to happiness is having gratitude for everything. And you always have, you know, been a very grateful man. I gotta share this with you. When I went to when we first met Beto and Ruby, we were at their place in New Mexico, and we were leaving, and I look around, and there's Beto washing my car. And I was so humbled. I just, you know, I mean, it's just when, you know, somebody's so humble to do something like that, it's just really speaks for them, you know, and I just, you know, I just saw that in you, and I'm so honored to know you. I mean, it's really wonderful. But how does gratitude fit in your life?
Amazing, amazing. Primero porque todavía estoy aquí. First of all, because I'm still here.
Yes.
You know, that's when I have a lot of gratitude to mucha gratitud tengo a mi Padre Dios y a mi familia. So all my family, that they support me to death.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Esa es mi gratitud. And a lot of people, you know, all my friends, all the support that I have from my friends, that every day jokes. Oh. The other day, some guy called me. Bueno, who's this? I'm Beto Terrazas, because my voice changes sometimes with the chemo.
Oh yeah.
It gets little, like, hola, ¿qué tal?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I talked to you when you were kind of feeling sick, and I remember your voice like that.
Yeah. Hey, ¿cómo están? You know.
Yeah, tiene
Man,
enferma.
yeah, really weak, and amazingly, my voice changed. Now, you know, the 7 days I have without chemo, so I mean, you know, my voice is almost my voice. But somebody called me and said, "Who's this?" I'm Beto Terrazas. God damn, you sound like a transvestite. I say, well, I'm sorry. And you know, jokes like that. People call me, and that keeps you a lot of cuerda. You know that little monitos that they used to.
Oh yeah.
And then they start. That's the cuerda. That's what cuerda means.
It gives you more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think his friends and family is so important. You know.
Oh, some friends tell me, I don't want to bother you, Beto, because I know you're sick and blah blah blah. I say, bother me, because that keeps you awake.
Gives you a reason to think of something
your
else.
mind,
Yeah.
you got into te entras a otro mundo, entras a una comunicación diferente,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
A different level.
I mean, different things
Mm.
that people have to say,
Mm.
and that keeps you away from thinking bad things, you know. I mean, I like to talk to a lot of my friends, you know, because they make me laugh. Sometimes they come with tonterías,
Mm.
you know, and that gives you a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to go too much about it in depth, but when you had a little daughter who had spina bifida,
Yeah.
and you told me the stories of how you took care of her and how the doctor says she won't even live, and she lived 18 years, and it's because the way you and Ruby took care of the little girl, and you, I think that having that experience has made you más fuerte, más inteligente, más, I don't know, I think.
Well, you learn that factor, you know. You
Mhm.
learn that your daughter's sick, you have to take care of her
Mhm.
to death, you know. And oh man, but going more deep, it's something that amazing, because I had to learn how to put IVs.
Mhm.
I had to learn how to be a nurse.
Yes, you did everything. You did
Yeah.
third, second echelon medical care.
I was playing on Santa Fe, 18 Santa Fe. It used to be Joe's Buffet.
Yes, yes.
And we had an hour, and I used to go change bandages of my daughter, open from the neck to the little tail.
Wow, wow.
You know,
Yes.
like a little fish open, like, I mean, amazingly open. You can see all her insides and
The
whatever,
bones, everything.
because the doctors can't close that wound. So you know what? Take it home.
Mm.
And I'm sorry. I mean, if she died, blah blah blah, whatever. But we did everything, I think, perfect, because we closed my daughter's wound
All the way. Yeah, man.
all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
it's amazing. It's amazing what what you did, because you love this little girl. You know.
and you know what? The amazing thing here, Paul, is you don't know, because I never asked nothing to the government.
Mhm.
We don't know.
Mhm.
We didn't know.
They could assist you and they could help you.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
nurses, blah blah blah. We never knew that.
Mhm.
We never knew that the hospital can give you medicines for free, blah 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 blah. I used to have 3 jobs.
Mhm.
I used to work in a golf course. I used to work in Ace Hardware and the music,
Mhm.
to support my daughter.
Mhm.
You know, to give her everything that she needs.
Mhm.
Because sometimes we used to cut diapers,
Mm.
to cover her wound.
Wow. Wow. And that's what you do when you love your child, you know, and that's what you do when you're a good man, you know. You're a good guy. You're a good man, and you know.
When life punched you, Paul, that's when you became a good man.
Mhm.
You know, and I've been punched.
Yes.
I've been punched since I born, I think. But then, you know, I think musicians are we musicians are perfect, because we never steal.
Mhm.
Paul.
Mhm.
Musicians never steal.
Mhm.
Musicians, they always humble. Some of them, you know, when you learn what's life about, you know.
Yes.
Musicians, I mean, quiero decir que somos un poquito diferente que la demás gente.
Mhm.
I want to say that we are a little different from all ordinary people.
Mm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different passion. It's a different
Sí,
different lifestyle.
otro patrón, yeah.
Yeah, los todos.
Another pattern, yeah.
Yeah. What are some, you know, I believe that you are, I mean, I see you eat after chemotherapy, you're eating, the doctors are saying, what is it? How do you do it? And you're strong, you have faith, you believe, and I believe that you're strong, man.
Paul, praise the Lord, because I seen people like I was going to tell you. there's 12 people, 13, 15 sometimes, in the little room with me, and they're receiving chemotherapy. And some of them, I mean, they defecate in their pants, and they pee in their pants. They throw up, they scream, they're nervous. They sometimes they get up and they pull the cords off of
IV.
their arms, the IVs, and they, I'd rather die. F this.
Yes.
Well, the amazing thing is, when I receive my 12 medicines, the nurses come and tell me, Beto, are you hungry? Yeah, of course I'm hungry. So they bring me little cookies with peanut butter and pretzels, and I eat everything. So the other day the doctor said, I want to see this, because this is amazing, man. I never seen somebody that received 12 medicines and later on he's eating. Oh, that's me. So he went. When he went, all the little papers were empty. I ate all that peanut butter cookies and all the liquids. Little orange juice, whatever I eat everything. And then the doctor say, what do you do when you receive your chemotherapy after you go out the hospital? I said, I tell my wife to take me to go eat Chinese food. That's amazing. I mean, oh man, Beto, you know what? We're going to help you. And you know what? I want you to go. I want you to go because Dr. Cole and Dr. Lou, that's my doctors. Amazing people. No offense. Dr. Cole tell me, Beto, when you get out of here, I want to hear you sing. So we're preparing something.
Nice.
I want you to go and.
I want to be there. I want to, just let us know, because we just are so glad to be a part of your life.
Thank you.
We got about 4 minutes, and if you would like to sing a song before, or sing us some chords, or
of course. I have a song, and I'm sorry. I apologize for this por esta atrevimiento, que me tomé, that I took, and I make some lyrics of one song that I love so much, and it belongs to John Denver. I don't know if I'm wrong or right. John Denver, he's not here with us.
Yes.
But I think his family will get the royalties. So it's not wrong, Paul. It's not wrong to sing different lyrics from a song. It's not wrong, as long as you give the credit to the composer.
Right, and you did that.
So honoring my Father God, I put some lyrics in this song. So.
Beto Terrazas,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen.
Cruzando el cielo y no pudo pues una noche oscura me alejé, vivo arrepentido, quiero regresar, hoy quiero ver la luz. Siento que en momentos te miras, mis pies que están sangrando de tanto tropezar.
This is Beto Terrazas. You've been watching the Weekend Boost. I'm your host again, Paul Lane. This is KUHS The Stream. Beto,
Gracias.
thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
And you all have a wonderful day. We will be seeing you in a couple of weeks.